Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here with another filmy and general energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, this reading can resonate whenever you find it. It is timeless. It can resonate for the day, the week, the month, or even the year. But do keep in mind that it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you have not checked out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so. Oh, and there's also the link for the 6 month finance forecast as well. You can find all those links in the description box as well if you want to check that out to see what you have coming up generally in love and finance for the rest of the year. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website can be found in the description box as well. And follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance. And let's get into the messages for this time. As I started to record, I suddenly got hey, Mr. DJ. I heard that line so specifically in my head, like so. And I don't even like listen to R. Kelly like that. That's his song Slow Dance, but I think it's a message in that specific line. I feel like there's a dedication going on. Like someone wants to let you know how they feel, and they may be using music. It doesn't have to be music, but because I got the "Hey, Mr. DJ" line in my head, it's almost like like when you go to the DJ and request a song, and in this case, it's almost like the scenario I'm getting in my head, like someone going to the DJ to request a specific song to dedicate to someone or to dance with someone on, or like to set a mood. So yeah, I feel like music is important here. Like someone is expressing how they feel. They are yeah, someone is like they're feeling urged to let you know how they feel. I don't know, and I feel like it doesn't have to apply um just to someone that you're not with. I feel like even someone that you're already with and probably been with for a while is like they need to tell you something. Like they need to express something to you, and they haven't figured out a way to do that, but it's like they feel like no, it's like this person was trying to come up with a perfect way to tell you something, but they realize that there's no perfect way or no perfect time, so they just have to do it, but they're still trying their best to do it in the best way possible given the circumstances, if that makes sense. But I just get like however this plays out is it's difficult for this person regardless, but they're going to come right on out with it. So again, this could apply, for somebody that is interested in you, that wants to let you know that they are interested, let you know how they feel, or it can apply to with someone that you're already with that's just been needing or wanting to get something off their chest. This could even be in some cases, them wanting to propose, not knowing how they want to do it or the perfect way to do it, but it doesn't have to be that. It just could be like your person, like they want to talk about something. And I feel like it's something really deep. But they haven't been figuring out, or they haven't up until now they hadn't figured out like how to say it or how to like initiate that conversation. Some of them may even want to talk to you about the fact that they want a child or another child. I'm getting that for somebody. I'm getting I'm getting a mixture of two songs in my head. One is a song by Bo Williams called Elvina, and the other is Megan Trainor's Like I'm Gonna Lose You. And what I'm getting from that, the mixture of those two songs, like one song is about a man who's crying, he's singing about the loss of a woman, like his regret over losing this woman. And Megan Trainor's song is like how she's appreciating the person that she has and doing all of this stuff as if she's going to lose them, like she's not going to have them anymore, like she's savoring every moment with them basically. And so I feel like, okay, there could be a split message here. There could be half a part of you who has a person who has lost you, and they're wanting to come back and like they're wanting to get you back, and they're wanting to express like their remorse to you. They're wanting to apologize, and they're wanting to basically, just try to persuade you to give them another chance. And then there's another group of you who, like, the person feels like you're slipping away. So this could be if you're in a relationship, maybe you all have been distant lately. Maybe things haven't been the best. Maybe communication, there's been a breakdown of communication. But either way, or maybe you just all of us, like, just lately haven't been feeling as connected to your partner. But either way, it could be that your partner feels you slipping away, so they're like wanting to step up and do something, express something to you because they don't want to lose you. So it could be, again, someone who's already lost you who's trying to get you back, or this is someone that's expressing to you how they feel to fight for the relationship so that they don't lose you. Either way, however this goes, I feel like this is divinely guided. I feel like this person is being guided to do this because remember I was mentioning earlier, like there's an urging where this person feels like it's very urgent for them to express this, although they may still feel like it's not the perfect time or they haven't come up with the perfect way to do this. I'm also getting a message that just came into me. Some of you have been in a relationship for what you deem to be a long time, and you've been waiting for your person to pop the question and they haven't, and you're getting fed up with that. So you might be checking out and making plans to leave the relationship because you aren't getting what you want here. Your needs, your desires aren't being met, and your person could be they could be on the same page as you, like wanting to get married, but like they've been stalling again because they were trying to, make sure the circumstances were perfect. Maybe they wanted to make more money. Maybe they wanted to, do certain things first. Or maybe they even had, the ring they wanted to get, but they haven't been able to get the money up for it. Or they could have the ring in some cases, but they haven't figured out like exactly how they want to pop the question yet. They want to make it really special for you. I get that that's coming in for somebody. That's not going to be for all of you, but somebody you're fed up because you've been waiting for your person to pop the question and they haven't yet, and you're starting to check out and contemplating leaving the relationship. And this person, if that is your case, your person feels you slipping away, and it's like they realize that they have to go through with this, although they don't feel like it's a great time or they haven't figured out a great way to propose. They're like, I'm going, or the circumstances may not be ideal in their mind. They're like, I have to go ahead and propose because they're going to leave. And I don't feel like you've communicated anything. I just feel like you and your partner are connected. Like they've been getting messages from God to let them know like what's going on with you, what's going on in your mind. This is even for those of you who have a person from the past that's trying to get you back. This they may be getting messages from God letting them know like if they don't come through, if they don't make a move soon, like they're going to lose their chance to get you back. And I also want to state that this can also apply to somebody that you don't have a past relationship with. This could be just somebody who brand new who has an interest in you. But I'm getting like a very specific message. Somebody could be like just about to maybe put themselves out there to date again. Like they're putting themselves out there, just to, test the waters because maybe they have been, taking a break from the dating scene. And there's somebody who has their eye on this person or has their eye on you. And they're wanting to come in and express how they feel because they want to date you. They want to be with you. Um, and it's like they've been taking too long to come in and tell you that they're interested. So it's like they're just like you could just be on the verge of like about to start to date again. Like you could have already started to get out there and date, and maybe you're starting to be interested in a specific person and starting to spend more time with that person. And yeah, I feel like if that is the case, God is giving this person who is interested in you messages to say like, look, if you don't make a move now, they're gonna be get into a relationship with this other person. So you need to step up. So yeah, this could play out in so many ways, but either way, I just get like this person is getting urgings from God. And I feel like the reason they are getting urgings from God because I feel like this is the person that God wants. Or this is the person who God approves of for you, I should say, because God doesn't make decisions for us. We make our own decisions. He just presents us with options. But God feels like this person is the best option for you. So he's like guiding this person on the appropriate moves in the appropriate time to make their move to secure you. Because I feel like it will be a divine relationship if you were to choose this person. Some of you are dealing with I'm hearing like some of you have been severely disappointed in the past, as far as your romantic life is concerned. Like you may have had several people who disappointed you, broke your heart, and you may be having hesitance with this new person. Um, this could play out of new. Let me give you the different messages I'm picking up. If this is a new person coming in and you are somewhat aware of them, but they haven't, like you could have somewhat of an idea that this person is interested in you, but they haven't officially made their move. And so you could be thinking, like, even if they did come in, you might be hesitant to accept their offer because you're wondering if they're going to be like everybody else who disappointed you or broke your heart in the past. If this is someone that you're already with, you could have in the past had some issues in your relationship, and you're wondering if this person, like if the past or history is repeating itself, like if this person is up to the same thing they were in the past, if they're going to disappoint you like they have again. Even if it's somebody coming in from the past, like you could be hesitant and thinking like, the same thing that broke us up before, are they going to do that again? Or like I said, it could be someone that you're with and you all have gotten past your issues, but you are starting to see patterns or what you think are similar patterns to the past, and you're wondering if you should stay. Yeah, now I'm hearing Brandy's song, should I stay, should I go? uh, Wait, I forgot how it goes, but basically the message in the song is, should I stay or should I go? So yeah, some of you who are in a relationship with this person could be wondering whether you should stay or go, because you feel like you've seen the story before, or you know where this leads, and you're like, I don't know if I should stay here and put up with this or stay to wait to get disappointed again or get my heart broken again. So yeah, that that's coming through. I feel like I'm hearing clean bill of health, but I'm getting like spiritual health. So I feel like this person has gone through a spiritual transformation. So however you remember them being, if you aren't with this person because you broke up, or you aren't with this person because you never dated them and they're just interested, the person who was interested in you, who's new, you never dated, you could have some knowledge of their history. Like you could have some knowledge of their past, like how they were in previous relationships, just a little. But I feel like with the little it's like you a little bit, I'm hearing, fearful on whether or not they're going to be different with you. So however this plays out, whether it's a new person from the past, or someone that you're with, I feel like they've gone through a spiritual transformation. I feel like right now, as you're listening to this reading, is just about complete. So this person, like however you remember them being, or whatever you know them to be or heard them to be like, they aren't like that anymore, or they're just about over the cycle of being that way. So I'm hearing you can trust them. Yeah, it's like they've learned, they've gone through a huge awakening, and they've learned so much about themselves, like the ways that, I'm hearing the ways that they used to hurt people, the ways that they used to hurt themselves. It's like they've gone through, I'm hearing back down memory lane. I feel like this person went down, like they were taken down memory lane and gone through like how they became the person that they are or were, how they if they had some toxic habits. It's like they were taken down memory lanes to see like what, I'm hearing, their villain origin story. So if this person did have like if they were a very toxic person, I feel like they went through they were gone well, they were taken down the path of their past. God did, and shown them like where things went wrong and where things took a turn for the worse for them, and how that affected them presently, like affected them in their adult life or affected them, in more recent times. And God helped them to, in those moments, shift their mind. It's almost like I almost feel like this person was shown like what life would have been like if they chose if they made a different choice in those pivotal moments where, you know, what would be considered their villain origin story, like whatever made them quote unquote bad. I feel that God was showing them, like, okay, this is what you chose and this is what you became. And while you think this was cool, like, let me take you back and show you from that moment, if you made a different choice, what your life would have turned out like. And I feel like this person was, when they saw what their life would have been or could have been if they made a different choice in those pivotal moments, they liked what they saw. They liked how it felt, because I feel like they were given, when they were given these impressions, it's like they can feel it. They can feel how happy they were, how lighthearted they felt. Like they didn't feel so burdened. They didn't feel depressed and saddened all the time, or just angry for some of them. And they're like, I like that life. I'm hearing I like this little life. So yeah, it's like God is showing, like, you can still become that. You can still make this choice. You just have to follow my instructions. So I feel like when they were shown that, they started to really tune into God's guidance. And this is how their transformation came about. So they aren't the same person. They, like I said, they might be at the final stage of completing the past version of themselves as you're listening to this reading. But either way, it's like they're either right at the end of completing the transformation, or they've already transformed. I keep getting Aladdin in my head. Why am I getting that in my head? And I'm hearing the Arabian Nights song. I've been getting Aladdin a lot lately, and it's like I get like little messages on what it could mean, but I feel like I haven't gotten the full message yet. And it's coming through again, and I'm trying to figure out what it could mean in relation to this reading. I mean, I get the transformation part, because like Aladdin went from basically being, well, not basically, Aladdin went from being a street urchin to um, a prince. So that indicates a huge turnaround, a huge transformation that this person is going through or has gone through. But I feel like it's something in Aladdin's ways. Oh, okay, I get it. Aladdin was a thief. And although he was a thief, it's like he wasn't a bad person. At least is how the story played out. It's like he was doing it with the purpose. He was stealing because he was poor, and he had to survive and eat. But it's like he didn't have a bad heart. Like he wasn't just a ruthless, terrible person. So I feel like that could relate to your person. It's like they could have done bad things, but they weren't a bad person. I always say, like, you know, I always say, like, just because your heart is very different a lot of times from what the heart is very different from what or what is it? Oh my gosh, I forgot my own saying. But basically, the message is that sometimes your actions don't reflect your heart. That's the actual saying. Sometimes your actions don't reflect your heart. So sometimes you could see somebody who's doing a good thing, but they aren't doing it for the right reasons. So you could easily be sucked into, like, oh, this person's so nice, but like they have a whole ulterior motive for doing what they're doing, and it's not coming from a good place in their heart. They're very disingenuous. So the fact that their heart posture is not right in those moments when they're doing whatever, it's like they can't receive the blessing, or like it really doesn't matter that they're doing a good thing because their heart is not in a good place. And then on the flip side, there are people who do bad things who do have a good heart. And in their mind, they're doing the bad thing for a purpose, you know? Like in the case of Aladdin, he was stealing because he had to survive. He was on the street with no money. And I feel like that's your person. Like your person has a past that is not so good, just to, you know, just for lack of a better word. But I get like they always had a good heart. They didn't always do the right thing, but they always had a good heart. I feel like they made a lot of mistakes, but it's like in the end, it's like they never really wanted to see anybody hurt. They don't ever really have the intention to hurt anyone, including you. If they have hurt you in the past, they never yeah, it's like this person is actually very soft-hearted. Like as I'm picking up with Aladdin, because even when he would steal, it's like sometimes he would go hungry to feed his little monkey. You know, it's just I feel like that Aladdin depicts your person. Like they did bad things, but sometimes it was either really literally a mistake or they were doing it with a purpose. Like they felt like they had no choice but to do whatever or do these things or be this specific way to survive. But their heart posture was always good with whatever they were doing in life. So yeah, and I feel like they're learning, and I feel like before they felt like what they were doing was necessary because they didn't know any better, because like I said, it was something that went on in their past. There were pivotal moments that changed them into this person. So it's like they became, it's like a product of their environment, because that's all they saw. That was, you know, what they were programmed to be like, or programmed to think like, or programmed to do. But God has been taking them on this journey to show them that there's another way. So now it's like they're not so attached to those bad habits and those things that they, you know, those bad things that they were doing, because they realized that there's another way, and there always has been another way, but they just weren't aware. You know, they didn't have the tools and the resources to do anything differently than what they were doing, but now they have them. Oh my gosh, I feel like it took me weeks to figure out that message, because Aladdin has been coming through. So finally, I hope that I'm not going to get, when it doesn't come through anymore for me, it means I fully received the message. And I feel like I finally worked it out in this reading with you guys. But yeah, I feel like you all, your person has gone through a major transformation. And like I said, the reason why you can believe this transformation is because their heart is good. And I feel like their heart has always been good. Because I know there's those sayings like a tiger never changes its stripes. You know, there are all these different things, like people don't change basically. And I do feel like in some cases that does apply. Not that people aren't capable of changing, but I do feel like there are people who just, they don't want to change and they don't change. It's the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But I feel like that may also come from the fact that the people who don't change, they just don't have a good heart. And the people who do have a good heart, they're more capable of change, because they don't really want to do bad in the first place. They don't really want to hurt people. They don't really want to disappoint. And I feel like your person is one of them. So yeah, you can trust that this person has changed or is going through a change. You can trust what you're about to see, because I feel like they're coming to you. When they express to you what they're going to express to you, you can trust that their words are sincere and that they really mean it. And you can accept whatever offer it is that they're going to offer to you, whether that be a relationship, whether that be marriage, whether that be, you know, some of you may, if they come to you with the offer of, or the suggestion to have a child, you may be hesitant, thinking like, I don't know, you know, if I'm going to be stuck raising this child by myself, if they're going to be, you know, as much help as I would need. Like, would they be supportive? You know, I'm hearing, would they cheat on me when I'm pregnant? I don't know. I feel like you may have all kind of fears about that kind of stuff. And I just feel like you're not going to have to worry about any of that, because this person, like, you can trust that they're going to be there. They're going to support you, that the offer they're making to you is genuine, and they're going to show up in the way that they need to show up for whatever role that they're offering to play in this situation with you, that they're wanting with you. God is like, I feel like God is constantly in this person's ear. This person doesn't get a break. I feel like it's been this way for months. I'm getting 6. So maybe for the past 6 months, I feel like God has just been on this person heavy and it's been in their ear and like guiding them. When they do something wrong, it's like God calls them out immediately and say, don't do that. Or when they even think something wrong, God is like, don't go that way, go the other way. And if they do something wrong, God is like, that wasn't the right thing to do. I have to give you a little punishment. Let me show you what happens when you don't do the right thing. And then it's like they're course corrected immediately. I feel like they've been on this path for a very long, not for a very long time, but it feels to them like a very long time. They've just been, it's like a very straight and narrow path they've been on for at least the past 6 months without you knowing. Because they've just been in this intimacy with God that like it requires them to be quiet. I feel like they've been very quiet. Maybe even if you're with this person, the reason why you feel like there's been a breakdown in communication is because this person has been with God. So even if you even live with them, you can notice that they're more quiet than usual. When you try to talk to them, they don't really engage as much. And it's because they're tuned into a higher frequency and it's like they can't be interrupted. God is like, it's like when God took this person, when God took this person's ear, I feel like he has kept it the whole time and he has told them like, don't allow anyone to interrupt us. Like you can engage here and there, but anybody who takes you away from my voice, I need you to just ignore those voices, ignore those people. So if whatever you were trying to communicate to them, if it was taking them away from God's voice for too long, it's like this person would just kind of like disconnect and you took it like you were offended by it. I'm picking up. But it's like this person, it's no offense to you. They were with God. I keep getting that. They were with God. I feel like they're still with God. Even if they've recently completed their transformation, I feel like God still has their ear because God is leading them to you to have this conversation with you, to present this offer to you. So I feel like God is going to stay with them in this capacity until they complete whatever this task is that God is leading them to fulfill. Yeah, it's like you're going to be very happy. I feel like you're going to be very happy with this person overall. However this plays out for you, I feel like this relationship with this person will bring you a whole lot of happiness. Because again, while you are allowed to make your own choice, I feel like this is God's choice for you. So you can choose to accept God's choice or not, but I feel like accepting his choice to bring you the best possible outcome. So if there was or is somebody else in the picture and you chose to go with them, I don't feel like you would be as happy with that person as you would be with this person I'm reading for, picking up in this reading right here. It's just like this is guaranteed. There's a guaranteed happiness here. So just, I won't say be patient because you're not waiting. You're doing what you have to do for you and just keep on. Even if you think about leaving, it's like keep on, with that. Because I feel like whatever your actions are, whatever actions you're taking is triggering this person to take their required action. So yeah, it's like don't listen to this reading and think like, oh, I have to change my mind and change my whole course and stop what I'm doing and pause and wait around for this person. I feel like you keep going as you're going and this person would catch up. Go the way you're already, going, and then this person would catch up to you. I feel like it's meant to be that way. That you're not supposed to stop and wait for this person. You're supposed to allow them to catch up to you. And I almost feel like the movement that you take is going to trigger this person to come in the way that they're supposed to. So yeah, I'm hearing everything is aligned. So yeah, you don't have to worry about doing the wrong thing. All I would say is when they do come in, because they are most definitely going to come in, or they are most definitely going to have this conversation with you, that you can trust what they say. And like I say, you have the choice to accept it or not. But I just feel like you'll get, like, choosing this or accepting this offer will make you very happy. That's all I can say. All right, so that's about all I have for you all for this filmy and general energy reading. I hope it was helpful to you. And I'll be back with more readings, lovelies. Bye.